it's Miss Lauren, and welcome to this week's Storytime. So our Storytime today is going to be all about the holiday a lot of us may have just celebrated, which is Valentine's Day. So what do you think of when you think of Valentine's Day? What's kind of the main theme of Valentine's? Does anybody know? Love, that's right. And there can be all kinds of love, right? There can be love between families and friends and maybe even your pets, right? You may love your cats and dogs and hamsters, all those different things, right? So there can be all kinds of love in our lives. And today we are going to celebrate love and friendship and happiness and all the good things that go along with Valentine's Day with our story time today. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our opening song, If You're Ready for a Story. Stand up for me. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Make your hands all nice and neat. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. Good job, guys. Okay, everyone, so the first book we're going to read this week is called The Night Before Valentine's Day. So, let's get started. "'Twas the night before Valentine's Day, and all through the town, children were busy, not making a sound. They gathered their scissors, their glitter and glue, pink and red paper, and paintbrushes, too. They made cards that read, 'Will you be mine?' and others that said, 'My true Valentine.' There we go. They trimmed giant hearts with stickers and lace and added an arrow in just the right place. Then, marking the envelopes with each friend's name, they hoped that their friends were doing the same. And when they were done, they slept snug in their beds, while visions of candy hearts danced in their heads." The very next morning, it was Valentine's Day. They grabbed all their cards and went on their way. The classroom was decked out in red, pink, and white, with balloons and streamers so festive and bright. Someone dropped by with a giant bouquet addressed to the teacher, who blushed right away. The card was signed from a secret admirer, but everyone knew it was Mr. O'Meyer. They played pin the heart and won goofy toys, and girls ran away from kissy face boys. The art teacher came and painted kids' faces. She put hearts on cheeks and sillier places. At last it was time to deliver the cards. Look, one for Lisa, Jim, and Bernard. They opened them up, read them, and smiled, and laughed at the cards that were totally wild. Then they ate goodies, sweet cherries and grapes, and drank punch with ice cubes in little heart shapes. And just when they thought the party was done, a knock on the door came at 1:15. When what to their wandering eyes should appear but the principal himself, dressed in full Cupid gear. His arrows, how golden, his bow curved and tight. The wig that he wore was a comical sight. He spoke not a word and was gone in a minute, leaving a present behind. Now what could be in it? They read Cupid's note as he leapt down the hall. Happy Valentine's Day to one and to all. And it was a little hamster. It's probably a little hamster for their classroom. What do you think? All right, and that is the end of the night before Valentine's Day. All right, so it is time for our rocket song. So go ahead, put your hands together, make your rocket, and zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Good job, guys. Okay, so our first game we're going to play today is called Matching Hearts. So when you think of Valentine's Day, one of the main things you probably think of is love, right? And what symbolizes love? A heart. So we've got all different kinds of hearts on our board today. What you're going to do is tell me which two match each other, and then we'll have a pair, right? We've played games similar to this before. All right, so what I'm going to do, let's point out our first heart. How about this one? So we've got one heart with a bunch of other little hearts inside that are different shades of reds and pinks. Do you see any other hearts on the board that look like this one? So we want to find a pair, a matching one to that heart. Anywhere on the board you see one? Looks like there might be a couple hearts that have more hearts inside, right? What about, does that one look the same? It looks similar, right? But not quite the same, okay? So what about this one? Does this one look the same as this one? So if we hold them up together, we've got a pair, right? Okay, so that's one pair. All right, so let's find another pair. What about this heart here? The heart is pink in the middle, and then it's got a white and purple border around it. Do you see any other hearts that look like that one? Here, and what about this one? Does that look the same? I think it does. So we've got another pair. Good job. All right, next one up. What about our pink one down here? So we've got one shade of pink on the outside and another shade of pink on the inside to make our heart. Do we see any others on the board that look like this one? Maybe kind of up towards the top. Anywhere? Am I getting warmer? Warmer? This one. All right. Okay. So we've got ourselves another match. All right. What about this little pink one in the middle that says love? Do we see any others that have a word on it? What do you think? Point it out to me. What about this one? All right. So there's only two on our board that actually have a word in the middle, right? Let's say love. Okay. Ooh, what about this one? So We've got a red heart with a bunch of little white hearts as the border around the outside. Do we see any other hearts that look like that one? What about this one? Is that the same? No, you're right. It's similar, like another one that we had looked at, but it's not quite the same. What about, oh, this one? Does that look the same as this one? So we've got another pair. All right. Good job. Let's keep going. What about this one up top? So it's kind of got 3 different hearts, all different shades of pink, right? Do we have any other hearts on the board that look like that one, that have 3 in one? So this one's got many different hearts inside, right? But it's not quite the same. What about this one? You got it. All right. We've got another, what do we call it? A pair. Okay. We don't have as many hearts on the board as we did. What about this one? That looks similar to another heart that we had towards the beginning, right? It's one big heart with a bunch of little hearts inside. Do you see any on the board that look similar to that one? Anybody? What about this one? All right. Another match. Okay. Ooh, we only have 4 hearts left, which means we have 2 pairs left, right? What about this one? We've got a red heart with a frilly pink border on the outside. Do you see any that look like that? Because here we've got a red heart, right? But does it have a pink frilly border around the outside? I don't think so. Does this one? It sure does. Which means we've got a match. And we've only got 1 more match on the board. 2 lonely hearts. Right? Are these 2 the same? They sure are. That is our last match. Good job, guys. All right, our next story is called The 12 Days of Valentine's. Now, if you're familiar with the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, this might sound a little similar. So let's get started. These books are being stubborn today. Let's see. All right. On the first day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? A warm, fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the second day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 2 cups of sparkles and a warm, fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the third day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm, fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the fourth day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm, fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the fifth day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm, fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the 6th day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 6 chocolates melting, 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the 7th day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 7 ladies sewing, 6 chocolates melting, 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm fuzzy hug meant just for me. There we go. On the 8th day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 8 children writing, 7 ladies sewing, 6 chocolates melting, 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the 9th day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 9 parents helping, 8 children writing, 7 ladies sewing, 6 chocolates melting, 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the 10th day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 10 cupids playing, 9 parents helping, 8 children writing, 7 ladies sewing, 6 chocolates melting, 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the 11th day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 11 cookies baking, 10 cupids playing, 9 parents helping, 8 children writing, 7 ladies sewing, 6 chocolates melting, 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm fuzzy hug meant just for me. On the 12th day of Valentine's, what sweet thing did I see? 12 friends smiling, 11 cookies baking, 10 cupids playing, 9 parents helping, 8 children writing, 7 ladies sewing, 6 chocolates melting, 5 candy hearts, 4 purple ribbons, 3 pink pens, 2 cups of sparkles, and a warm fuzzy hug meant just for me. The end. All right, it is time for our banana song. So go ahead, put your hands above your head, make your banana, and peel bananas. Peel bananas. Peel bananas. Peel bananas. And chop bananas. Chop bananas. Chop bananas. Chop bananas. And mash bananas. Mash bananas. Mash bananas. Mash bananas. And eat bananas. Eat bananas. Eat bananas. Eat bananas. And what's the last thing we're going to do? I think everybody knows. Go bananas! Good job. Okay, so the next game we're going to play is called Red Heart, What Do You See? As you can tell, I know it's a little difficult to see because we've got our red magnet board, but we do have a red heart in the middle here, okay? So he's our main heart. We're going to see all the different parts that he comes across, okay? So let's get started. So we're going to move him over a little bit, okay? Red heart, what do you see? I see a green heart looking at me. Green heart, what do you see? I see a blue heart looking at me. Blue heart, what do you see? I see a yellow heart looking at me. Yellow heart, what do you see? I see an orange heart looking at me. Orange heart, what do you see? I see a pink heart looking at me. Pink heart, what do you see? I see a navy heart looking at me. Navy heart, what do you see? I see a white heart looking at me. White heart, what do you see? I see a Valentine looking at me. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! Okay, and our final story today is called A Giant Crush. All right. My best friend Jackson has been making Valentines all day long. Who's the special Valentine for, Jackson? I ask. It's not special, Cooper, Jackson says. Really? I say. How come it's so full of chocolate kisses you can barely close it? Jackson doesn't answer me. On Monday, Jackson comes to school with a giant yellow flower. By show and tell, the flower's gone. At recess, Carter Corey steals the ball from Jackson and dribbles down to Cammie. He swipes Cammie's scarf and stuffs it in his pocket. Jackson gets the ball back, but all the girls are chasing Carter Corey. No one is playing soccer anymore. Carter and Cammie sitting in a tree. Kissing, all the girls sing. The next day, Jackson has chocolate hearts in his lunch. I'm hoping he'll give me some. But when we get to the cafeteria, they're gone. What happened to the candy, Jackson? Jackson's cheeks flush, red as a wrong answer pencil. After school, Jackson watches the girls play soccer. Carter Corey comes over. He climbs the fence and shouts, "Look at me, I'm even bigger than Jackson. I'm a giant. Fee, fi, fo, fum." All the girls laugh and Jackson turns red again. On the way home, Jackson drags his backpack bumpity-bump along the pavement. "What's the matter, Jackson?" "Carter Corey likes Cammie," Jackson whispers. "Does she know who the flower's from?" Jackson shakes his head. "Does she know who the candy's from?" Jackson puckers his lips out. "How's she supposed to know you like her?" Jackson's face crumples up. "I would know if she liked me," he whispers. "If you're going to like a girl, Jackson, you have to at least tell her." Jackson kicks a can bangity-bang down the sidewalk. "What if she doesn't like me?" "Why wouldn't she like you?" Jackson's eyes are fixed on the ground. "Because I'm a giant, Cooper." "Yeah? So? Is she too tiny for you?" "Of course not. She's perfect. Perfect in every way." Finally, Valentine's Day is here. Right before recess, Miss Mosscrop delivers the Valentines. She puts Jackson's Valentine on Cammie's desk. "Cammie has a boyfriend. Cammie has a boyfriend," the girls all chant. Jackson's head sinks low. Just when the bell rings, Cammie shoves back her chair. It clatters to the ground. "Does anyone want to play soccer?" she asks. Her face is pink as a Valentine heart. I give Jackson a shove. He takes a wobbly step forward and knocks his chair over too. All the girls giggle. Jackson and Cammie play two-person soccer all recess long. At the end of the day, we race to the cubbies. When Cammie grabs her book, it falls open. Pressed between the pages is the big yellow flower. "Who gave you that?" Carter Corey wants to know. Cammie's face turned pink all over again. Carter looks from Cammie to Jackson and back again. "It was Jackson. A giant is your boyfriend." "I do not have a boyfriend, Carter Corey," Cammie tells him. But if I did have a boyfriend, he would be totally giant. Cammy likes you, I whisper to Jackson. Jackson throws his backpack in the air. Yes, she does, Coop. Yes, she does. And that's the end of A Giant Crush. Okay, so we have come to the end of our story time for this week. And this is actually our last story time for our winter session right now. But we will be back soon with some brand new spring story times for you guys. But let's go ahead and do our closing song, our Tickle the Clouds. Ready? Tickle the clouds, tickle your toes, turn around and tickle your nose. Reach down low, reach up high. Story time's over, so wave goodbye. Thanks guys for joining us in our winter story time. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and we'll see you all shortly.